Lovebugs. My steering wheel is in the way. Okay. Hey Lovebugs, welcome or welcome back to another video. My name is Lenny, and today I'm obviously in the car. I'm literally parked outside my house, and I just have this bright light that I just stared into as always. I was going to put on my car light, but I'm a little too scared that my battery will die if I do that, so I'm not doing that. Anyways, sit back, relax, grab a sweet treat. Let's get on with the video. I was thinking maybe I should sit in the passenger seat because I'm always passenger princess, but then I thought, you know what, like, no.
I'm driving the bus.
I'm not actually driving the bus. I hate driving. We're jumping right in, okay? I hate driving. If you know me at all, hate it. I just have so much anxiety driving, and I wish I didn't more than anything in the world. I wish that I loved driving. That'd make my life so easy and simple, and I hate that I'm an anxious person and that driving is like the number one top of the list thing that I am most anxious about. Don't even talk to me. Even driving to the gym like 15 minutes across town is too much for me. It's just way too much for me to deal with, and I don't want to do it. But I do it regardless. This light is so bright. I was laying in my bed and I was like, oh my god, I really don't want to get up. More than anything, do not want to get up. Should I just push the video to tomorrow? But then I'm talking to myself in my room. I'm like, no, where's the goddamn camera? Where's the goddamn camera? Like, I just need to go talk to a camera, obviously. I'm talking out loud right now. At least make myself feel a little bit less insane that I could be in the car, because who doesn't like a car chat? Like, I hope this video feels like we drove to a parking lot as friends and we're gonna do those positions. Not like that. Get your head out of the gutter if you thought anything else. When you're doing those talks, I mean, granted, I'm in my pajamas and I don't give a but you know, like, you're like talking, you know, like that's how I want it to feel. Like, drove to a parking lot with your friends and just talked and like reminisced and stuff. Like, I think that is such a great feeling. Anyways, that's the point of this video. That was like what I'm trying to go for. Yeah, I hope this feels like you're in my passenger. I should put you guys in my passenger seat. I'm not going to, but I think that's like a really bad angle of me because like you'd be looking up. Like, if you were maybe head level, I could do it. And I was a little scared to do this because I was like, can I even just like bounce off ideas off myself? The answer is yes. The answer is yes, I can. Because I talk to myself constantly, so might as well put on a camera and make it worthwhile seeing. So I did write some things that I wanted to talk about today. First thing that I want to talk about, because it genuinely makes me so fucking angry, it's daylight savings. I hope I'm not the only person that thinks this. I absolutely despise daylight savings. Is it actually benefiting? Oh my god, do I need my glasses? I hate being in the pitch black of the night though. As fun as this video is, being alone, doing this in my car in front of my house, I'm like, I feel like I'm tweaking and I don't have my glasses, so I'm like, not that I'm feeling like I'm feeling, I need to calm down. Not that I have the feeling that I'm being watched, but I'm making it in my head that I'm like, oh my god, what if? But I'm not even scared of the dark either. Anyways, daylight savings, the top fucking list that is upsetting me. It's making me so goddamn angry because it up my entire schedule. It has been so... Another thing about me. There's a lot that you're learning about me actually in this video, and I hope you are learning a lot about me. We so far have learned that I hate driving, but number two, I need 10 hours of sleep. I don't care. I need so much goddamn sleep. That is normal to me. If I get less than that, okay, I could get anywhere from like 7 to 10. That's a good enough amount for me. 10 is like the best. Like, if I get 10 hours of sleep, I'm good for the day. I'm set. I go to bed so early, usually. Usually I go to bed early. I actually need to stop cussing. I need to calm down. I go to bed so early. I used to. My usual schedule is from like 10 p.m., like right now, to like 12 a.m. That's usually what it's been. Okay, for a long time. Or maybe the past 2 years. There's the occasional time that I'll stay up a little bit longer, but it'll be fine. The next day goes back to normal, that I could go to bed from any time from 10 to 12. It's all good. Daylight savings has completely fucked me over. Literally have not been able to go to sleep at a regular time because we lost an hour. So when it was 1 a.m. it turned to 3 a.m. I don't start getting tired until 1 to 3. I don't know how to fix it. I keep trying to wake up early and lasting the whole day so I can go to bed at a decent time. And today I will say that I was a little tired at like 8 because I think I woke up at 9. I mean, granted, I did have to record this, so maybe when I go back inside my house, hopefully I can just knock out because I've already done my night routine. It's all good. I'm able to just go to bed. Lately, haven't been able to do that. Whatever. It's been making me so angry. I love that it's getting darker later. I love that. I love having more sunlight during the day. I love that it doesn't get dark at 6 p.m. But it's completely ruined my routine and I hate it. I hate it. Get rid of it. I said in my last video, I think I kind of spoke about it, about daylight savings, and I just like a little snippet of what I feel. I'm running on 5 hours of sleep and I'm running with it. You're gonna be like, did you have any caffeine? Guys, I actually don't drink caffeine. Isn't that crazy? What can I say? What can I say? That was a little rant that I had. Going from that, the couple times that I have been kind of stretching my bedtime, guys, this is kind of embarrassing. I don't watch shows, okay? I do not watch shows because I get too invested, I get too obsessed, and I can't deal with them. I get too immersed. If I end up not liking the final season of a like choking on my spit. I should have brought my water. If I get to a final season of a show, I end up hating it. It has ruined the entire show for me and it actually pisses me off. And that's happened to me more times than I can count. If I don't like a movie ending, then it's like, you know what? I just wasted 2 hours of my time. If I don't like a show ending, I have wasted like 36 hours plus. I wasted 100 hours on this show. I would hate that. It would make me feel so sick to my stomach and make me so, and I'm not even being dramatic. It just actually irks my soul that I'm like, wow, I wasted so much time. I invested so much time in this and this is how you repay me? And that's why I don't watch shows, okay? Because I don't want to be disappointed. If it's a movie, then it's like, okay, I just wasted 2 hours of my time, whatever. And then if it's a franchise, I gotta know a little bit enough about the franchises, but I always usually like franchises. If I learn from the first movie that I didn't like it, then I'm not gonna keep watching it, but that doesn't usually happen. With the TV show, if I'm completely so invested in it with all of my being and I'm so invested in it and it ends up sucking, kill yourself, jump off a cliff, because don't piss me off. And don't even, no, I hate having to wait for weekly episodes. Hate. I don't know who. I'm banging my head against the steering wheel because why would you even do that? Who thought of that idea? Yes, let's just release half the season, or yes, let's just release an episode a week. You with all my being. Stop doing that. Can I live? Can I fucking live? Give me the whole goddamn season. Why am I waiting 2 months for the whole season? Actually pisses me off. Sorry, I feel like I'm complaining so much. I just had to speak my truth, and that is my truth.
Okay, I just want to say, because I go on this rant for so long, I understand why they do it. I understand that it's a business tactic. I understand that it is just for the greater good of them. If they post weekly episodes, they get you talking about it for months rather than just a couple days. That they bring more attention to it because they're getting people involved when there's weekly episodes. And that has always just been like that, because even before there was streaming services, they would only release an episode a week. I understand. I get it, but it pisses me off. It makes me mad. I'm impatient and I don't want to wait, but I get it. I understand. And I forgot to mention that in my rant because I was too busy thinking about myself. What can I say? I'm narcissistic, but just want to hop in here and say that.
Anyways, what I was actually trying to get to the point of, for me not being able to finish shows, I finished Bridgerton in 4 days. You guys should be so proud of me that I finished a show, okay? But not only that, but I watched it in 4 days. I was so obsessed. But it was also because I was on a deadline. I had 5 days to finish it because my cousin was coming over for the weekend and she wanted to watch season 4. Actually, I wanted to watch season 4. I started watching the first season. This is what happened, okay? I had to remember the timeline. It was literally a couple days ago. I watched season 1 and then I was like, I know that they just released a new season. And so then I was texting all the people that I knew already watched it. And then my cousin, who was coming over for the weekend, she was spending the whole entire weekend here. She was like, oh, I haven't seen season 4. I was like, great. I'm gonna try to finish all of Bridgerton so we can watch season 4. So I was like, okay, I got 5 days to do that. Okay, I got Queen Charlotte, I got season 2, and I got season 3. I got this. There's 8 episodes in each, except Queen Charlotte has 6 episodes and they're each an hour long. Maybe like an hour and 10. So I was like, I got this, right? And sped through. But I wanted to make sure that I had enough time for this because she was coming early on Friday morning. Okay, I had to finish it all. And I'm gonna say my hot takes about Bridgerton. Okay, season 1, the first couple episodes were story building. I was following along. I liked the middle episodes, but then the ending, you lost me. Daphne, you're a fake. I can't believe that people are actually excusing what she did. If you guys have not seen Bridgerton, go watch it. Or maybe don't, just look it up. If you really don't want to watch it, you can look it up because I'm not saying what it is. Scum of the earth. If the roles were reversed, everyone would be mad. So don't tell me that she did nothing wrong, because people that were excusing her behavior was actually so astonishing to me. It was just so shocking. Where are our morals. Where did they go? Because gone, apparently. And then you guys are like, well, like, for the time. I'm like, yeah, well, the show is also a fantasized version of this time. There are so many problems within the community of people that love Bridgerton. I know everyone's mad about lesbians right now, like, guys, but, like, they love gay men. Love gay men, hate lesbians, and I'm like, genuinely, what is wrong with this fan base? It's actually so crazy. But anyways, the second season, I didn't really care for either. I love Jonathan Bailey, though. Love him, but I was just not with the storyline, and that's my hottest take. And I know that everybody's favorite season is season 2, and I'm just, like, not like other girls, but that's not on purpose, guys, I promise you. Like, I did like the season, but I just didn't care for it as much as season 3, and I know everybody's gonna eat me up. Everybody's gonna be so mad that I'm saying this, but I don't care. I love season 3, and I love season 4. That was for me. If it was for nobody else, it was for me. I ate up every single second of it. Loved it. It was everything I wanted and more. Season 3, I love the couple that it involves. I've been rooting for them since day 1. I've been a day 1 fan of them. I love a friends to lovers trope. It's everything I wanted and more. Season 4, also I love a good Cinderella story. Let me tell you, Hilary Duff. I loved season 4 as well. I thought it was great. I do think, though, my bone to pick, like I'm a white man, with that season is the fact that it was so dragged out. The whole entire time, it could have been easily resolved if she just wasn't stupid. Girl, like, if I was her, I would have been spilling my tea everywhere I went. This rich white man is going to help me. I don't know, he got money and he wants to know my problems. I'm telling you my problem. Maybe you can help a girl out. It's just like the way it went down. She had so many opportunities to just say the truth. I don't know, she just wanted to play dumb, and I'm like, girl, don't play dumb. Come on. Ugh, you're just so insecure that you think, oh, you know what? I'm actually not gonna go into it because I'm gonna start saying what I wanted to say. It was so dragged out for the whole entire season, and I loved it that we didn't really get the fruits of our labor, you know? Even though we did nothing, we just sat there and watched. The fruits of their labor. They've been working on this relationship for the past 8 episodes, and it should have been done in 6. And the 2 ending episodes should have been the aftermath of what came from it. But instead, and this is gonna bring me to my next point, this video is just gonna be me complaining. I hope not. We'll switch it up. We'll probably say some things I love in this too. So they resolved it in the last 10 minutes of the episode, and I was like, so, like, do I get to see what happens? Me and my cousin, because we watched it together, so we were watching the credits. We got called down for dinner, so we stopped it, and we're like, yeah, well, there's nothing else. And I go on with my day, my night, and because that was Sunday, because we were watching it all weekend. We watched a couple episodes every day that weekend. That's the end. Like, whatever. I come to find out that there's an end credit scene. I have beef. Everyone is doing the new thing of putting end credits in movies and stuff because of superhero movies. Okay, Marvel does it, DC does it. That makes sense, okay? I'm a Marvel fan, I am a DC fan. I do love a good end credit scene, okay? But my beef with end credit scenes is, why the am I sitting through 15 goddamn minutes of credits of every single person that has even just dipped their toe into this project? It actually irks my soul. With any movie that does end credit scenes, I do not want to sit there for 15 minutes for a 20-second clip for the next one. But I will sit there and I will watch because you got me, guilty, and I will do it, I will sit there and I will have to piss so bad because I just drank a large icy. See, I already drank a large icy during the trailers, the previews, and I went and refilled that bitch because who's gonna tell me not to? I'm going to let myself have another one. So now I just drank 2 goddamn big ices. I love ices though. I love ices. Okay, anyways, but not to mistake with any slush. I only like ices, okay? I know, I'm weird. I don't care. So now I have to piss so bad. I just watched a almost 3-hour movie and I have to piss so bad. I have to sit through 15 minutes. It's anywhere between like 5 to 15 minutes of credits before I get a 20-second clip that's so f***ing important that I need to watch it for the next goddamn film. Everyone wants to pull an end credit scene moment, and it's like, if you are not a movie known for end credit scenes, why are you putting an end credit scene? If you are doing an end credit scene, put it to the end of what you are making. If it is a show, if it is a movie, just put it in. Make the screen go dark and make it come back up again. And I'll be like, yes, I'm sad. This is what I needed. And then I'll watch. And then I'm like, great, I can go piss now. Thank you. I can go piss in peace. And I could be like, wow, that was great. That was awesome. And I'm somebody who watches movies opening day. It says it comes out on Friday. No, I'm there Thursday, 3 p.m. first showing. I am that dedicated with my godmother, my Nina. We is dedicated. We will be there. We will be sat. We are not getting spoilers up in this, okay? Hate spoilers. Oh my god. Literally could go on this topic forever because, okay, at least like I don't have to worry about it. I'm not on social media. I have nothing to really fear. And plus that I go opening day. But somehow, you know, the rest of the world, it comes out before. So they love to go on the internet and spoil things without putting a spoiler warning. I hope that your room at night is always hot. I hope that you can never have a cold room if you do that. If you post spoilers without any warning, you do better. Don't do that. I need a minute. I need a minute to calm down. Back to Bridgerton. If you are not a show or a movie that has established doing end credits, don't put one. Or if you're gonna put one, make the screen go black, like I said, and then bring it back up instantly. Don't make me wait through 10 minutes of credits. Everybody and their mothers, anybody in a close radius that was involved in this movie, their name is on it, which granted, great for you guys. Great for you guys. So proud of y'all. Amazing. You're probably so excited for that. I'm sorry. I don't care. I just want the end credit scene. That's my truth. I'm gonna speak my truth and I'm gonna say it with my chest. Bridgerton. I watched 4 seasons. 4 seasons in 4 days, okay? That's a season a day. You're gonna tell me, for all those other seasons, you had no end credit scene. Why do we have one now? What changed? Why did we do that? Why did we do that? I will say something that I do love that Disney Plus does, at least, that if it has an end credit scene, it will say skip credits to end credit scene. I'm like, thank you. Thank you. That's what Netflix should have done. Netflix, you should listen up, Netflix, because if you're gonna put an end credit scene somewhere where an end credit scene does not belong, at least let me skip the credits. At least tell me that it's there, because I had to find out later that there was an end credit scene to Bridgerton season 4, and I was so f***ing mad. And I texted my cousin, and I was like, there's an end credit scene. And we were like, what the f***? Like, why the f*** is Bridgerton doing an end credit scene? If you're gonna make an end credit scene, just add it to the movie. Make the screen go black and put it back up if you really want an end credit scene. Why are we doing all this? Why are we making it separate? It's not separate. Oh my god, it's actually, I need to change subjects because I'm actually getting so angry. You know what? I'm gonna talk about something that I do love. Moving along. Oh my god, my phone just fell. Moving along, okay, from the hatred that I just shared with you. And I hope I'm not crazy. I hope that somebody out there agrees with what I'm saying, because it actually irked me in my entire soul. And I don't think I'm being dramatic. Something that I love. Green grapes. And this is gonna be such a switch up, and I don't care. I love green grapes, especially if they're crisp and cold and crunchy. Like if I get a big grape and I pop that in my mouth and it... Yeah, that is everything I want and more. I don't think it gets enough respect for it, and I love green grapes. And honestly, I do think that's my #1 fruit. I love fruit. I love fruit. But there's also a lot of fruits I've never tried. Like, I've never tried papaya, and I've never tried dragon fruit or anything. But maybe one day I should try that for y'all. Maybe one day. One day I'll make a video of trying a whole bunch of different fruits. Certain fruits are in season, so it's like, I don't know. Because I love a pomegranate. I do love a pomegranate. But, okay, so #1, green, crisp, crunchy grapes. But there's nothing worse than a soggy, soft grape. And I also don't like any other color grapes that much. I don't really care for them. I feel like every time I have a purple grape, it's always mushy. I've never had a good purple grape. And I know people are probably gonna be like, yeah, you just like never had one. Like, okay, yeah, like I'm literally claiming. Like, I'm literally telling you right now, like I've never had a purple grape that wasn't mushy. I don't know if that's user error or what. You have to eat grapes the first 3 days that you get them. And even 3 days is stretching it, unless you put it in the fridge. I've been having green grapes, maybe like nonstop. I just keep having them, and they're so good. Just that crunch, like it's just as satisfying as popcorn. And I know a lot of people are not gonna agree with me with that, and I don't care. This whole video is me not giving a okay? I don't care. I'm speaking my opinion.
That's my opinion!
I love a green grape. Love a green grape. First, #1 fruit. I think it's entirely slept on. Like, especially #1 to be like so exact. Costco. Giant, crisp, cold, crunchy grapes. Okay, so #1, green grapes. #2, strawberries. I love strawberries. I remember I had this friend in middle school that every time I went to her house, her dad went grocery shopping and he would ask, oh, like, what do you want? And I'd say strawberries. My mom never bought strawberries growing up. So it was so rare when I would have a strawberry. So it was always, I felt like Remy when he'd have the strawberry and the cheese, but I actually can't have cheese strawberries because I'm severely lactose intolerant, and you will hear me say that a million times because I will constantly remind everybody that I am dairy free. But it's just Remy eating the strawberry. Yeah, that's me. That was me when I was younger. I love strawberries. So strawberries is number 2. Number 3 is, I feel like a white man every time I do number 3 like that, but whatever. They're like, it's not niche, okay, but it's like a specific time, but a juicy cold watermelon in the slices when it's extremely hot outside, especially because I live in California. If you're at the beach, if you're at the pool, if you're just outside and it's 110 degrees and you have a slice of watermelon that is cold and juicy, you're just, and then it like gets all over your face. I hate when it gets all over your face though, like that stickiness sucks. It just cools you down like, if you've never experienced that, go experience it. Such a good feeling to have a good watermelon on a hot day. On the topic of food, my mom bought peanuts in the shell. You gotta really work for it, okay? Like, I feel like a bird that I'm really having to work through the shell to get to the peanut, to get to the good part. And I'm like, wow, like, I'm literally scavenging. I'm really not. I'm just breaking open the peanut. It just made me want already shelled peanuts in a tin. Could just get my hand in there and just pop them all in my mouth, and I just get to relish. Every time I use the word relish, like I always want to use the word relish, that when I use the word relish, I think that people are going to think that I mean the condiment. Like I really just want to relish in other people's hard work of them shelling the peanuts, but it's most likely a factory that's doing it. It's making me really, really reminisce on the time that I just had pre-peeled packaged peanuts in a tin that I didn't have to work for it. I had to enjoy the fruits of my own labor, but because I had to shell them myself, I had to crack them open, every individual one for 2, I had less than I could have had. I could have had more peanuts, but because I was doing the hard work, I didn't really want that many at that point. It was like, yeah, I'm good with 5, which was 10 because there's 2 in each. But then there's nothing also worse than when you work so hard to shell that goddamn peanut and it's rotten. Like you eat it and it tastes like dirt. I'm like, does anybody else know what I'm talking about? Like, I hope I'm not the only one. Like, this is not an original experience, I fear. Okay, the last thing that I want to talk about is the insane amount of nostalgia I have been feeling has been so overwhelming. I've always been a nostalgic person. I don't know why it's been so overwhelming that I'm so nostalgic. And I don't know what to do about it because there's actually genuinely nothing I can do about it. There's nothing triggering me. There's nothing that's prominent in my life right now that I'm like, why am I feeling so nostalgic? Nothing. I was thinking today, I've had my license, because on the topic of me hating driving, even though I've hated driving, I've had my license since 2021, since I turned 17. This is why I was thinking about it, actually, because I was thinking April is next month, that I was like, oh my god, like, I've had my license since April 2021, like, since I was 17 years old. And then I just, like, sat there, and I, like, just started rocking back and forth, and I felt so insane, because I was like, oh my god, you're lying. I'm 22 years old. I'm 22 years old. That was 5 years ago, and I still have driving anxiety? Shoot me. There's always mixed responses when I tell people that I hate driving. There's 2 sides. There's people that are understanding, and they're like, you know what, I completely get it. People cannot drive. And that's so true in California. You know what? They get me. We get each other. But they understand my pain. Or like, they love driving, but they understand why I hate it. Because I'm a good driver. If nobody else is on the road, I could go. And I could drive anywhere. But because I don't trust other people, because people love to drink and drive, people love to be stupid and drive, people like to not pay attention, people love to go on their phone. There's so many reasons. Oh, it pisses me off. If you're driving,
keep your eyes on the road.
It's really not that hard. Not a hard concept to grasp at all, but somehow everyone's too stupid to actually understand that. But then the other part is that people are like, just get over it. Thank you! I have been healed! It's all been solved. You just made this so easy for me. I now have no driving anxiety. Thank you! Thank you, my Lord and Savior. Thank you. Genuinely pisses me off when people say that to me. I was more getting really nostalgic and I was like, oh my god. I'm 22 years old. For 5 years, I've had a license and I still have driving anxiety. I only drove on the freeway once. That was during my driving lessons that I had that I don't really remember. That was such a crazy experience that I think back about because I had this old guy who had a flip phone, which honestly real as hell. But I remember he was telling me about his plug for duck eggs because he doesn't like chicken eggs. why are you telling me that? I was just driving around with this old man that smelled like my grandpa, and he was nice and all, but I was just like, this is the weirdest side quest I've ever done in my life. To this day, I still feel that way. The fact that I've had my license for 5 years and I still have not driven on the freeway since 5 years ago, because I remember on my driving lesson, I went on the freeway and it was traffic hour and there was student driver all over the car, and this one big truck that was on their phone almost hit me, where I got traumatized. I think that's where it started, and I think that is where my first hatred for driving came. When I was doing the driving test, I remember that I didn't really think it was that bad, and honestly, every time I go on the freeway, I'm like, wow, I actually could probably drive right now. It doesn't seem like that awful, but then the actual thought of me doing it is what gives me anxiety. But I bet that if I pushed myself and did it, I could do it, but I won't, because it's such a mental game. I don't think that people understand if you don't have anxiety, it really is all mental, and I understand that. Like, I get that. I understand that it's mental. It's so mental that it starts affecting my nervous system, that it starts affecting me physically. Makes me sick to my stomach, makes me throw up, makes me like shake in my boots. I just don't think people understand that. Anyways, one day, I'm hoping that I can manifest that I love driving and that I can go anywhere. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Anyways, that was my rant. I've been having a lot of moments like that I'm like realizing a lot of stuff. I've had my license for 5 years and I still have not driven on the freeway since 5 years ago when I got traumatized that one time. I was like, oh my god. To me, I'm like, I need to just get over it, but I just know I can't. Like, but I can't. It's a mindset. I know it's a mindset. I know it's a mindset, and I will get over it. I will get over my driving anxiety, but then I always be like, not today. Maybe one day I'll make no, I feel like I couldn't make a video of me getting over my driving anxiety. Maybe if I have someone else in the car, maybe if I have Jade in the car, I could probably do it. Then I'd be like, oh my god, okay, like we're gonna drive like 20 minutes on the freeway and that's it. Like, that's all I'm doing. But even like me thinking about that right now, I'm like, oh my god. I'm not even doing it. Oh yeah, like I know I showed you guys my Minion pants earlier. You guys them. I don't know if you guys can really see it, but I remember another story time actually. In senior year, I was ironically, but not ironically, I would commit to a bit. One thing about me, I will always commit to a bit. And so I really committed to this bit of I love Minions. I was like Facebook mom core, love Minions more than anything, like Minion everything. I even had a Minion graduation party because it was just funny. That was my humor. But boy, no, it was just my thing. And so I was also chronically online in senior year that I was posting every goddamn day, and I'd post like 100 stories a day. It was honestly a full-time job. It was crazy. I don't know why I did all that. Maybe that's why I have such an unhealthy relationship with social media and why I keep going back to deleting it, because I just can't do it because I know myself. I remember I'd always post Minion stuff, and that to this day, even people that don't know me, I'm not friends with, haven't talked to them since senior year maybe or prior, or people just that follow me, to this day, they'll text me or DM me and be like, every time I see a Minion, I think of you. And I'm like, and that was the goal. That was my goal senior year. But the fact that I'm also 22 now, and that was 4 years ago, let it rest. Let it rest, guys. I had Minion everything, and everybody was like, yep, whenever I think of Minions, I think of you. And I'm like, you know what? At least I'm on your mind. At least you're still thinking of me. I'll take what I can get. I've never thought about you a day in my life, but as long as you're thinking of me, I guess it's a win. That's just a little story time about Minions. Anyways, the overwhelmingness of nostalgia. I can't remember a lot of my childhood or elementary school, middle school, or anything. People that I've known, they'll like say something and I'll be like, huh, you know what? Maybe I believe you. I don't know. I honestly have no idea what they're talking about. I was just thinking about some people I went to school with, and I was like, why the am I thinking about them? Like, I've never thought about these people a day in my life other than when I saw them in 4th grade. Like, why am I thinking of them? And I was so confused. And I've just been having a lot of moments that I've just been really nostalgic. I don't know. There's nothing I can do about it. And it sucks. And I know in my Bake With Me video, I talked about one of my teachers in 5th grade. She wanted to teach us how to sew and cook because she really believed that we should know how to do those things. We should have basic life skills. And I'm so grateful for her. It actually is what got me into sewing. I think in quarantine, I picked up sewing so instantly because it was so embedded in my brain because of her. When she taught us that one time in 5th grade, how to sew by hand and machine, we did like a little tiny pillow, and I still have it because it's the first thing I ever sewed. And I was so proud of it because I was like, wow. I was able to pick up sewing at 16, and I still do it now. I love to sew. And I don't do it a lot because it's frustrating and it makes me so mad. For example, actually back to Bridgerton, because I forgot to mention this, Eloise's Joan of Arc costume, it's so goddamn beautiful, and I want to make it so bad, but I want to color swap. I love the colors. I love that it's blue and gold. I think it's so beautiful, but I want to make it silver and red, and I think it would be so cute. My #1 red flag, that I look at something and I'm like, I could make that. And I don't know what it is about me. I could have no knowledge of this thing. I could totally make that. Will I ever make it? Maybe. Most likely not. In my head, I truly am delusional enough that I think, yeah, I could make that. So when I saw her dress, I was like, yeah, I could totally find a way to make it and make it exactly how I want. Will I do it? I was really debating on it. I was really thinking about it. But other than that, love that dress though. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll put a picture up right here of her dress because it's so gorgeous and I really loved it and I really want to remake it. And maybe one day I will, but we'll see. But anyways, back to the nostalgia part. And then I was thinking another moment that I had, my favorite present I've ever gotten in my life. I had to go deep into my brain and I don't think I've ever been that far in forever. And I think there's a picture of me somewhere, I think at my great aunt's house, that she has this photo of me. That's why I remember it in this current day and age, because if I never saw that, I probably would have never remembered that. My favorite gift I've ever gotten, it was a fur real life-size pony, and it had a carrot and it had a comb, and it just like unlocked so many memories for me. And I was like, oh my gosh, like what the heck? I don't even remember that. But I also had from my Nino, my godfather, he spoiled me and I'm so grateful. I love being spoiled. But he bought me that. I knew nothing about horses, nothing about ponies, but I that thing. It blinked, it moved its head, it was bigger than me. That was all I needed. I had a goddamn pony in my room. Are we kidding me? But not only that, he got me that, and he got me the fur real golden retriever. I already had 3 real life dogs, but I love that golden retriever too. Earlier, I tried finding a photo of the golden retriever and I couldn't find one, so I kind of gave up. But the pony, Butterscotch, yeah, Butterscotch pony was that was my favorite gift I've ever gotten, so thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I still think about it to this day, actually. I know nothing about horses. I've actually never rode a horse, and I really want to. That is on my bucket list, because it is so random, and I just want to be like, yeah, like, I rode a horse. I want to feel like I'm in Bridgerton. I want a Regency dress and I want to ride a horse. Is that too much to ask for? But I've just been having such a wave of nostalgia. Back to my teacher, of why I was talking about my teacher in the first place, was because she used to tell us all the time. I remember being in 5th grade and she would always be like, guys, like, don't try to grow up too fast. You're gonna always miss this moment. You're in the good old days. Live them, embrace them, enjoy them. It feels like a party every day. I've been quoting that a lot and it's really funny. It just matches everything. I took her words to my heart. I took her words with me. And I remember growing up that I would always think, no, like, I'm in the good old days. I'm gonna always remember that I'm always gonna want to come back here. I'm always gonna want to relive these moments. And now I don't remember any of them and it sucks. Trauma? Don't know. I couldn't tell you what my brain is protecting me from because I don't remember. And then everyone's like, do shadow work. And I'm like, girl, I tried. She's blank. She's processing. Nothing's happening. Yeah, there's not a thought in my head when I try to think about the past. It's very, very random moments. Very select few. But yeah, anyways, I've been really reminiscing on my childhood and things that I can remember, little snippets that I do, little flashes, if you will. There's just been a lot of moments, like I was thinking about my license, I was thinking about the pony, I was thinking about the golden retriever. It's almost been an hour that I've been talking to you guys. And I love talking to you guys. So glad you're here. So glad that you could be here. I'm so glad you joined me in my car. I'm grateful to have a car. Let me tell you that. For me not liking to drive and me having driving anxiety, I'm so grateful for my car. I'm grateful that I am able to drive places if I really, really need to. Hopefully one day I can get over it, but that day is not today. It's getting late and I wanted to go to bed at 8. We're very much farther than what I thought. I think I talked about everything I wanted to talk about. And hopefully, I should have made it like a Dora moment that I would have been like, what's your guys' 3 favorite fruit? Those are good choices. I have no idea what you said, but leave a comment below if you want to tell me your 3 favorite fruits or anything else. Guys, it's a conversation. Talk to me. Talk with me. Pick me. Choose me. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I'm very much experimenting with my different kinds of videos. I love this. I think in all my videos, I keep saying I really want to chat with you guys. Random that's in my head because she's constantly thinking, except when I think about my childhood, she's not thinking anything at those moments. But every other moment, the gears are always turning. She's always thinking of something. I have a lot of thoughts to share, so let me know if you guys like this video and I'd love to make another one. Honestly, was thinking I could have just made this video in my house, but what's the fun in that? Because I want it to feel like we're in a parked car together. I want it to feel like we're in a parking lot, we're half delirious, and we're sharing stories, and we're sharing rants, things we hate, things we love, because that's what being in a parked car is all for. Nothing else. Nothing at all. Nothing else. Just for deep conversations. Yeah, just talks. Nothing else. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and please like and subscribe. Tell your friends. We love word of mouth. Please leave a comment below, and I'll see you guys next Friday. Later, love bugs.